I can remember when I was going to school in New York, and I was going to a school in Astoria, Queens, or I think it was Steinway Junior High School. I used to ride on a school bus, and I was one of the very first blacks to be bused to an all-white school in New York. I was on a bus, I believe that bus number was 501. The bus driver's name was Ben, and how I loved riding that bus from Harlem to Astoria, Steinway, Queens, Junior High School. 141, I think it was. There was a young gentleman on that school bus. His name was Larry Roper. He was one of the biggest bullies in the world to me. As a young child going to that school there, I remember how this guy took away all the ambitions I had about going to school. Took away all the happiness I had about riding that school bus with that bus driver by the name of Ben. Bus number 501 that used to cross the Queensboro Bridge. To this day, it still haunts me at 64 years old as to why this young fella that I liked so much on that bus. I mean, it was beautiful people on that bus, a lot of kids that got along with each other. But he was a bully, that young, little small guy, but he was a bully. He sat at the back of the bus. He thought impressing the girls was about being a bully. I whipped his behind one time, and he still kept bullying. And it got to the point where I got so tired of it that I used to sneak on the subway trains and spend an hour riding from Harlem, New York, all the way to Astoria, Queens, just to go to school. And I would have to walk from that bus station all the way through that Greek neighborhood with all of those good old white folks looking at me wondering why this person of color is walking through their neighborhoods in the morning and in the afternoon just to get to school. It got to be so much to where I just couldn't take it no more, to where I lost interest in school and I quit school until I found Benjamin Franklin High School on 116th Street and Pleasant Avenue, where it was a mixture of Spanish and black. And I went to that school there. I graduated from that school, but even though I graduated, went to college, got a BA, I still feel today that something was taken from me. Bullying is not right. Being a bully is not the good thing. Bullying is the worst thing in the world because it sets something into the minds of the person that no matter how old they get, they will always remember. To Larry Roper in New York City, wherever you are, I want to tell you, brother, I hope to this day that you have found whatever it is that God has planned for your life and your calling. I pray that you are a better man than you were a boy growing up in New York. I also hope that each and every one of those kids that used to be on that 501 bus going from New York to Astoria, Queens, remember the kid that was bullied because all of y'all were there and all of y'all laughed at it and thought it was the funniest thing in the world. But to this day, I want you to know that thing still haunts me. And maybe that's why I fight the fight that I have about people taking advantage of other people. God bless. Be safe.